I sent the email to Rich. We're live! It's the Basics Podcast. So what up, motherfucker?
What's up, you little bitches?
Bitches! For the algorithm! Bitches! You know what time it is? It is that time of day.
What's up to all the fans of the Basics Podcast, aka the Basic Bitches? That's the new name for any viewer of the Basics Podcast. You are a basic bitch. Welcome to the Basic Bitch Club.
Two basic bitches. Why haven't we fucking thought of this before?
I just thought of that just now, bro. I'm like, let's get it.
We're like damn near 50 episodes, dude. And we just finally got our fucking fan names, dude. What up,
viewer name?
Bitches?
I hope all the bitches are having a good day today. I hope everyone's homes are not on fire, as mine almost was. We got crazy developments in the national forest out here. And we also got crazy developments back home in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? So we can just kind of jump on into it. I don't have any topics other than, the top of this dick. So
let's go, dude. Let's go. Bounce. Get that ass, bro. Oh, I'm dumb, dude. I'm dumb.
Yo, hit that. Hit that shit. Hit that shit, bro. Let's go. So, I have a new contagious disease. Yeah, I coughed too much and I got the black plague, the bubonic plague. So I'm turning black as we speak. I should be like half black by tomorrow. I'll be like a mulatto. And then next week I'll be full like African and I'll be indoctrinated into the tribe. So stay tuned for that. My transition into blackhood.
Hey man, this is 2023. I support the trans community. Okay.
Yeah, I get to identify as any race I want.
So today on the Basics Podcast, we got a special guest. We got a tree expert. Okay, we got a tree expert. He's a prodigy. Okay,
prodigy, the tree right prodigy.
Now, welcome to the podcast. Introduce yourself.
What's up?
Yo,
I am Silas.
How you doing, Silas?
Welcome to the podcast, and welcome Rich to the podcast. Welcome to the Basics Podcast.
Oh, tell them about your trees, buddy. Tell them what you know. You know a lot, huh?
I know a lot about trees.
Okay.
Yo,
what's your favorite tree? Can you tell us about your favorite tree, and also what got you into the topic of trees?
So the thing that got me. So my first favorite tree is an incense cedar. Because the first of all, why I like them is because if you crumble their leaves up, it smells like an incense and stuff. But the other reason why I like them so much is because guess how tall they grow?
100 feet.
80 feet.
100 feet.
100 feet. That's huge, bro.
So.
Yep, and what got me into trees is I don't know, it's just like when the first time I ever got into trees was like when I looked at them a lot, I just started to like them because they were like big and I like big stuff, So it just got me into liking trees.
Do
you like being in the forest with all the trees, or do you like just like looking at a tree by itself?
I like being with them a lot because I like to examine them and stuff.
Nice. What's the most important part of the tree? Is it the bark, the leaves, or the roots? What do you think the most important part of the tree is?
If you chop off all the bark in a tree, right?
Yeah.
There's a really strong, sturdy inside of it. And if it goes all the way down, that white stuff is a big, really root that goes up the tree, and that just is part of the tree that stabilizes it. And then at the bottom, that's like the root system. It like connects to the root system.
Nice. So it's all kind of the same. So like the branches are the roots in the air, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You know
really cool.
You know what gets me is when you look at, like how you said, the branches are the roots in the air. But then if you look at the human circulatory system and our blood vessels, they kind of look like the branches in the air, or the roots that go down into the earth. They carry all the nutrients to the rest of the body.
I can trace some trees.
Yeah, show us a tree.
Can you show us some trees and then let us know what type of tree it is?
Flip the camera around. Hold on, buddy. You just flip the camera around for him. Hold on. Here you go, son.
Okay, so
What's that first one right there?
this one right here is, I actually do not know what that one is, but these two are coastal redwoods.
Wow. Redwood trees.
How big do those get?
They can get 100 feet tall, like the giant sequoia. I mean, not the giant sequoia. The incense cedar. They're both related. It's just and then this one is a baby coastal redwood.
Is the wood of a redwood actually red, or is it brown?
It's red and it mixed with a brown.
Okay. Do you think that those trees prefer a certain type of environment to grow in, or can they grow anywhere?
Pretty much anywhere, actually. So if it's like really cold climates, they can't really grow there because it like this right here. This is an elephant ear.
We got an elephant ear tree.
Elephant ear tree. It's dying. Well, it's not dying. It's coming to life again. It just needs shade. And then that's like, I don't know what that one is. That's a family of a palm tree. It's a type of palm tree, but come here. So if you look at the trunk of this tree, you can see that the wood is like, see that? It's like a reddish kind of, or reddish brown orange.
Yeah, I can see the orange and the little red.
And do you see this? Guess what that is?
A new
What is
branch?
that?
Baby branch. New growth.
New growth.
Yeah.
That is very cool. Is it growing out of an old branch?
So basically, yes. Yeah, and so, basically one of the branches fell off or got cut off. I don't know. But, like, over time, the branches, like, basically one of the branches fell off or got cut off. I don't know. But, like, over time,
Jordan, we can hear the video playback now.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm Mr. Producering over here.
The trees over here.
So this is a tomato.
Oh, cool.
I grew that one.
Does it have any fruit yet?
Yeah, it's popping.
It's popping. I got one a couple days ago.
That's awesome. Are they cherry tomatoes or big tomatoes?
They're big tomatoes.
Cool.
And then this is a Japanese black pine tree.
Wow.
How big do those get?
They 60 feet. Like that dead one right there. That's at least how tall they get.
Oh, so pretty big.
Yeah.
That one.
And then this is an incense cedar right here.
Ooh.
I like the cedar. The cedar
Yeah.
leaves are different.
Yeah. And then I grew a basil too.
Oh, I thought you said a bagel, but that's basil. Okay, that's awesome.
And then I grew a sweet potato. So you know how sometimes sweet potatoes have like this side on them where they like this is not a palm tree. It's something that starts with blood. Something that starts with the word of blood.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
The neat looking one. That's a neat looking one.
Yeah. And then I have a palm tree right here. A pine. And then
It's a pine tree.
it's actually the type of pine tree.
Pine tree.
It's a type of pine tree. That's an aloe vera plant. The camera.
What's
and then
more important?
That
Is
one.
is water more important or is the sun more important for the growing, do you think?
It's actually both, but the water is just a tiny bit more important because if they don't have water, they're gonna dry out and die.
Got it. Very cool.
Basically.
So what's the best soil to grow those trees in?
I don't know what the name of this soil is, but it's like the kind that has like the foamy rocks in it.
Little fertilizer chunks or something.
Yeah, they'd like to grow in that best because they like a lot of fertilizer. Basically, most all trees and plants like fertilizer. Like here, let me get a good glimpse. Like this. That's like good dirt.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. And then this is a pine tree though. I feed them this too. This helps them grow.
Okay. Plant food. Very cool.
And then this is the palm tree that I was showing you earlier. I actually uprooted this one because there's a person in the yard that hates palm trees, and I just uprooted it, got the taproot in, and then there you go, it's growing.
Oh, nice.
Oh, free palm tree. Heck yeah.
And then this is a type of pine tree. So it was actually dead, but it's coming back to life.
That's all new growth?
That's all new growth, yep.
Wow.
And this is an aloe vera plant. And then this big fella is a wisteria bush. It goes over the fence.
Wow. So some
Yeah.
of these plants take more time and attention than other types of plants. Why
Yes.
why do you think that is?
Well, actually, I don't know.
Could it be that some of the plants are native to here and some of the plants are from farther away and they're not used to the weather?
True. Different trees and plants, they have like different texture to water sometimes, like this. Different climates, I mean. They
Very
have
cool.
basically they just have different feelings about stuff. Like the Japanese black pine tree over there. It has feelings, you know. And then like
Do you
they don't
sing to any of your plants?
what?
Do you sing or talk to any of your plants or play music for them?
No. No. It is. And then I want to show you something crazy. So the sweet potato, you know how on the side like some branches grow off it? A sweet potato that's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
I put it in the ground. Look at this branch. It's growing. Whole thing's full. It's growing bonkers. And then right over here, look at that. It's like a vine.
So are those clippings from another plant or how did you get them?
It's a sweet potato. I actually had to cut it off and then just put it in the ground. It already has all of its stuff together, but that's this is catnip right here.
That's what you should do, Justin. You should plant potatoes all over your yard.
Potato yard. I like that idea.
That's what a lot of people do in the Pacific Northwest in like the
Hey,
Olympic
guess what?
area, you know, where it's all rainforest over there in Washington. like I saw a TikTok of a guy, his whole yard was just potatoes all over his yard. And he was talking about how the part of the plant that grows above ground is actually, it actually keeps other weeds away because
So
they're not.
potatoes are a hardy vegetable. They're hardy. And where is Montana right next to? Idaho. What is on the Idaho license plate? It says Idaho potatoes on the license plate of the Idaho license plate. So I could probably grow some potatoes.
Hey, you want to see my daddy?
You want to see my daddy's plants?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I know about those ones. Never mind. No, I don't. I don't know anything.
Oh no, I know nothing about those.
Not on YouTube. I don't.
It's CBD, all natural.
All natural.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
But yeah, no, he likes plants, man. It's crazy.
What's the time frame on your growing season there, Rich?
Well, I did these late, but you're supposed to start them in April, and you're ready by end of September, beginning of October, right before it's hella cold. But honestly, bro, like if this turns out well, dude, I got these dead. If this turns out well, bro, I think I might try to low key start doing this on the side, like more often, because I thoroughly enjoy it. And like,
Hell yeah.
I thought I could grow some dank, dude.
Absolutely, you could. You could have it like spaced out in like 2 foot by 2 foot, like, and just have your whole yard be a fucking grow.
So they upped the size, so it's it's a 6x10 now. It used to be a 6x6 foot area, but now I could fit 6 plants in a 6x10 area. So, I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but it's not too bad. So, but so it's not bad. But I mean, like I said, I enjoy it, man. It's it's fucking, it is what it is. That's part of
the reason to be outside, dude. And listen, like here in like summertime, it's like I'm trapped inside all winter. You know what I'm saying? It's like any excuse to be outside, I'm taking that excuse. And if one of them is being in the garden, then hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And like honestly, dude, that's what I do every morning, bro. I'll come outside 45 minutes to an hour after I drop the kids off, bro. Check on it, water it, make sure it's good. Everything on this, bro, there's not 1 ounce of pesticides. I've had not 1 ounce of any any bugs, dude. This has been all natural. No newts, no nothing, dog. This is all natural.
That's awesome, man. You guys don't get snails or like ants and shit?
No, I don't. So the only thing I did do around the area before I even had these, because I had an issue before, is I put it all around I put it all around them, diatomaceous earth all around everything on the ground, and then let it sit. And the reason why you do that is because it messes with the exoskeleton of the bugs. So when they crawl over, it's basically like ground up fossils. But when they crawl over it, it like eats their exoskeleton inside out. So it's the best thing to use. So I just use that around there. And I don't even get any on here, dude. Usually you get them all over this, not 1 ounce.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And this is about the time they start coming out too, because it's hot and then it gets cooler, or it gets cool in the morning time and then hotter, so it's what they're doing is they're trying to get, they're trying to feed and get hungry. And the plant's got the nutrients because it's green. So they're getting all the water and shit off the leaves, believe it or not. And then they're, once they do that, they start your shit, then I'm pissed off. Then after that, I'm like, hey, now it's me versus the bugs, and they're not gonna like it.
That's right. It's a war.
What's the tree on your shirt?
Oh, it's actually palm trees.
Nice.
Yeah.
Vibes.
But yeah, man, like I said, I mean, this is me right here, bro. That's all I like to do. Come outside.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. I got these. They were this big, and they were literally dying. They were like this tall, and they were like fucking withered, dude. There was like nothing left. They were burnt like this and shit. So I was like, hey. So they started growing like that. So what happens is with this, they grow 3 leaves. They're supposed to grow 5 or 6. They grow 3. Either 1, they're stressed, or 2, like when you go to pinch them, or when you go to like, how every so often you're supposed to pinch the leaves off.
Right.
Well, if you don't pinch it from a certain angle and you pinch it straight off, it fucks up the growth, so it makes it grow 3. I mean, it doesn't really affect the flower in any way. It just looks hella funny,
Interesting.
Yeah. So like right here, you see how this one's 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
all the way at the top at 3, or is that one from the bottom?
The three, well, it mixes. Like I have some fives in here, but like there's like right here. Here's a five. See? So I mean, there's some on the bottom. There's some on the top. So I mean, it's all mixed around in there. Doesn't really do anything, like I said. But like, look, I got one over here that looks like an idiot. It's like looks like it wrote this. Look,
I got one that looks like an idiot. That's probably the funniest shit I've heard in a minute, dude. Oh my god, saying a plant looks like an idiot, bro.
But yeah, but this one's been my runt, but she's doing good. She's doing good. This one's
Dude,
tribal. This one's tribal, and this one's OG.
Okay. When you pull off that first like when you pulling that shit off in the beginning, is it only the branches that you're pulling shit off that continue to have 3 leaves, or is it like ones that you leave alone have 5, or like why do you think that is? Like what's going on?
Like I said, I mean, I don't know. From what I've been what I read online, I'm still new at this, dude. I mean, I'd say altogether, I have maybe 4 years of actual, but from what I've read online and stuff like that. All right, go ahead. From what I've read online and stuff like that, is basically, like I said, when you pinch it off a certain way, you're supposed to do it at an angle and closer to the, like right here, you're supposed to do it like right there, closer to the stem. Hold on 1 second. Say bye, Silas.
Bye, Paul.
Peace, bro. Thank you for your segment. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining the Basics podcast.
Yeah.
Later.
But
yeah, so from what I was told, so when you like pull it from a certain way, you see how right here, how this one's kind of janky. When you pull off a leaf there, it's supposed to be at straighter, not at an angle. If you pull it at an angle, it grows it out hella weird. Because what you're doing every time is when you're pulling that out, you're stressing the plant out. It's like an open wound on yourself, So
or you could almost, it's like training it. It's like if you pull it this way, it's gonna want to keep going that way or something.
Yeah. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do with this branch right here, you see this branch right here? So tomorrow I'm going to pull these out like this, and all of this in here, when I do that, all this that hasn't been getting sun is all gonna be budded because I pulled it out, and when sunlight hits it, all this in here will be one giant buds. Like,
so I've heard
out.
that with tomato plants too, where it's like once you hit a certain point of growth, once you start growing the tomato, any new branches, you want to trim those branches because they're just taking energy away from that tomato. So it's like once you start to get that bud growth, I wonder if it's the same like thing.
And so if you look at, I mean, honestly, I've been a little OD about it, but if you look at mine, this is a little overpicked, but at the same time, though, like my buds are fucking, like they're getting juicy, dude. You know what I'm saying? And
that's looking good, man.
I feed them at night, which is the best time to feed them, So during the daytime,
What do you feed them?
I got some really good shit. I got, where is it? I got like a whole remedy, but like Tiger Bloom and shit like that. It's pretty cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah. But it's like a little fucking bloom thing. I do this to all the shit, even the ones that Silas has been growing, dude. It's crazy. You got them little trees for nothing. I got him that little Japanese pine. It was like hella tiny, and he's just been watering it and doing his thing, and it's pretty cool.
It's growing.
Yeah, I encourage him, man. It's good. It's positive, like versus being inside and cooped up inside all day.
Oh, bro, Rich, have you ever heard of because you grew up on the East Coast, have you ever heard of the 4-H program?
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I don't know exactly what it is. I'd have to like.
So it's like, I don't remember what they fucking stand for, but it's like how to grow a garden, how to like cook, it's like all the basic life skills. And it used to be part of school. And it would be like, an after school program, 4-H, or like even part of the curriculum. And out here in Montana, it's part of the curriculum. So it's like you raise a pig and then you slaughter it and then you eat it.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, that sounds good. So in my school, we didn't do that. Like I had home ec, bro, where they literally taught us everything, like how to start an oven, how to cook, scramble eggs, how to like.
They did?
Yeah, all that shit. Like so I used to go at 5th period, 7th or 9th, 10th, 11th grade. I used to go home. We used to leave real quick. I smoke a fat blunt, and then we go to home ec. Dude, while we're high as shit, so we'd be eating in home ec and cooking. So it was hella fun. So yeah, we got to cook in high school for a little bit. And then somebody ruined it the year after. They almost set the building on fire.
Holy shit. But that's fire. Because the 4-H program out here is like teaches you how to grow a garden, like you have a garden for school, like you have a little fucking garden and you got to grow it. That's part of your fucking grade is like how good you did on your garden. And it's like,
I fuck with that over homework, dude. Fuck homework.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Fuck homework.
Yeah.
That's if you're encouraging him like in his spare time. That's like, that's fire, bro.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I mean, anything positive he can do, I'm all about it. He hasn't really found an interest in sports yet, which I mean, it's okay. It'll come with time, you know? So, but at the same time,
find the right one.
What?
You just need to find the right one.
That's the thing. He likes baseball, but he's scared. He's scared of the ball because somebody threw a ball one time and it hit him. So he's fucking terrified of the baseball.
We all were there at one point, though.
What?
We were all there at one point.
Yeah. So I'm trying to teach him just the basics of like ground balls, all that stuff. So it's been pretty fun. But like I said, it's just usually him and I. So it's hard sometimes because he wants to go out and do hella shit. And I'm always like burnt out or don't want to do nothing because, you know, sometimes going him and I to do shit, it's hard, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But it's cool, though. I try to get him out as much as I can. My daughter now, on the other hand, she likes to go out too, but she's more of a homebody like her mom. She likes to be at home. So I'm like, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, you know?
Dude, that's crazy. Everyone's like developing like full ass personalities. Like I know you obviously deal with it every day, but it's like me seeing it like incrementally, bro. I'm like, holy shit, this is wild. Like,
hey, this is crazy. Being a big. So what I do now is I ground myself with this. Right. So I'm getting coils right here, and we're gonna ride this all the way up to the sky. And basically, what it's doing is it's pulling the energy from the sun, and it's basically grounding. So when you put it in here, it's gonna ground all the soil on the roots of the plant. And it's supposed to help create more, I guess, natural energy or something. Oh, that's what my wife said. So I'm gonna try it and shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
But you know, it looks good. But yeah, man, I showed Jordan some of the shit that she makes, man. That body butter is no joke, dude. How good is that?
Dude, I've been using it on my knees. I've been running barefoot every day, at least 3 miles a day, and I've been putting it on my knees and my ankles, and it helps so much. I'll be perfect in the morning.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll have a headache, dog, and I'll rub it on my head, and bam, it's gone. But
so the body butter, I use like half of it, the one that you guys gave me that I took back on the plane, and then the other half of it I gave to my friend Heather, and she was using it after she pulled her or she like rolled her ankle or some shit, and like was putting it on that, and she said it helped fucking like amazingly. Yeah. So
shit, and it's cheap too, you know, it's not too outrageous, so
that's fire.
But yeah, I got a whole bunch of fucking I got 3 pines too we bought, dude. I got a plug on it. I got some all grass oat Girl Scout magic melon. It's fire, bro. It's hella good.
Bro, I'm smoking on your pack right now. Does this nug look familiar to you?
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm smoking on your pack right now. Literally, I still have a bunch of it.
It's not bad. I mean, that's not the best shit, but like I said, this shit I'm trying to go all out, bro. Tribal OG is gonna be the movement, bro. I think that's gonna be
Tribal OG.
Yo, you know how like Burner branded cookies? Like Burner has cookies that he branded and he grows weed.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make mine tribal OG. So I'm gonna try to see how I can get this, regulate what I gotta do, and then see, go from there. You know what I'm saying?
We can make it part of Tribal Fitness LLC, and just like we can have an umbrella company where we're all tribal brand, and it'll be fucking legendary, bro. It's like we're all feeding into each other's shit. I'll come up with something. I'll have the tribal retreat out here in Montana. You have the tribal retreat, so I'll be like the vacation resort end of it. You'll be the weed end of it. Jordan's the fitness end of it, and it'll all be tribal.
So all be intertwined. No, I feel it, but nah. This is something I want to do, dude. I don't know if I had the funds and shit, I would do it literally full fucking time. But it's like, you need a couple bands, dude. It gets expensive.
Oh, of course. Startup costs are fucked, especially in California, bro.
Well, yeah. And then what I'm trying to look to do eventually too is like, if I had a truck, dude, I'd be doing it because I can get a trailer. I want to start junk hauling, man. You'd be surprised at how a lot of people won't throw shit away because they're too lazy to go to the dump.
Oh yeah, and then you get to sort through it and find the good shit because around you, bro, where you're at, I'm not gonna expose where you're at, but it's like you got motherfucking bands upon bands around you, and people just one man's trash out there is literally another man's treasure.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I found some shit. What was it? One time I was forgot where I was at. I was over by my house somewhere. I was dumpster diving my father-in-law before he died. He was showing me something. Dude, this fool pulls out a fucking $600 Trek, dude, out the garbage. All it was missing
my God.
All it was missing was the front tire.
Oh my God. Yeah, some rich person was like, oh, front tire, don't know how to fix that. Throw the whole bike away.
Yeah.
Fucking my guy ain't here to fix it. It's garbage. Goes down. What? Oh, but yeah.
I'm back.
But anyways, let y'all go. Do your guys' thing. I'm gonna go help my wife out, eat some dinner, and yeah.
All right,
But-
brother. It was good chatting. And thank you, Silas, as well. You guys are awesome.
Joining us.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'll stay tuned. Y'all probably got some shit to cover.
We gonna cover some shit, just a little bit.
I got you. All right, well, I'll see you guys later.
All right, brother. Peace out.
Peace out. Just a little bit.
Is that Mr. Producer break time?
We tried.
Oh, you got a little Coors action? You got a little Coors Light action? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
boy.
Oh shit!
Woo.
Cheers! I got the Space Goat.
Oh man, that looks dangerous.
You ever had? No, bro. It's only it's 5%. It's delicious.
What are Coors in California? Coors in California are
4.5.
4.2%.
Okay, there you go.
In Oklahoma, if you would buy it anywhere other than a liquor store, a state-sponsored liquor store, it was 3.2% capped. So guys would just be like, I drank 20 beers last night.
Yeah. No alcohol.
And they would come back just absolutely sloshed. I don't even know if I could like drink 20 cups of water.
I was gonna say it's probably more hydration. It might be beneficial. That's why those guys live long down there. It's like fucking drinking water all the time, hydrating themselves. Just a little bit of alcohol.
I don't know if they're living longer, dude. I had some stories from when I lived there, dude.
Oh, they're not living longer.
Oh, I don't.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma.
I don't know. They were young. They were younger guys, but they got into some wild shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some life shortening shit.
definitely life shortening shit.
Fuck.
Took a few years off.
Dude, speaking of taking a few years off, let me talk about the fire. Can you, Mr. Producer, and pull up a picture of the River Road East fire in Montana?
Yeah, can we take a Mr. Producer break and I'll pull that up after the break?
Yes, sir.
Perfect timing, dude. Perfect timing. What am I?
Let's go.
The River Road East?
Yeah, River Road East Fire in Montana, bro. Pull up a map of that shit.
A map?
Yeah, look up like a DNRC, Montana DNRC map, fire map, interactive fire map. We have level 1 crisis coordinators out here still staying at Quinn's.
Oh, yeah. How are you doing? This is the one by you, huh?
Yeah.
How close?
Yeah. What's up?
How close is it to you?
As the crow flies, about 4 miles. So it's on the other side of the highest ridge in the area, though.
Okay, that's good.
So if you zoom in to right, we'll show you right in the middle. We'll start kind of in the thick of it, and we'll explain where it is. So
I don't know why this has it doesn't give you the whole thing. Hold on. It doesn't give you the whole. One sec. It's not going it would only give you that little sliver of the web page. That's a terrible web design.
yeah, that ain't right. I don't know. That's not the government website. That was something else.
It was a government website.
Was it?
Yeah, it
The
was
shit that I was looking at looked different.
.gov.
Anyway, so this shit started, I think it was Friday at 2 p.m. or something. There are reports, a guy called in, he saw a spark from a train, and that started the first fire. And we had 20-mile-an-hour wind that day. So it just fucking went up instantly. So that little tiny fire started by a train spark, which is the report that I've heard locally. I've heard there has been one report officially, not officially, but one report in a newspaper saying it was lightning, which is bullshit because there's been no official report yet made on the cause. But what we do know is that there's a guy in town that called in. He worked for Montana Rail Link for years, and he saw the train spark. He was floating the river, and he saw the train spark and start the fire. And then the wind was blowing, and it fucking took off instantly. So so it started at 2 p.m. over 6-7 hours. And at this point, for me, there we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
It sounds like to me it's a DEW.
What does that mean?
A distributed energy weapon.
Let's go.
It sounds like it was one of the same things that started the Maui fires.
So if you're going to talk about it, just like a practice run of a fucking space laser weapon, this is exactly where you would do that. This is this is precisely where it would be, in the middle of nowhere, Montana, where there's 10,000 people in the county that's the size of Placer County, and this is a practice shot. They were trying to hit the town of Paradise just because of the name.
They've already hit that. They already hit that in California. It's not a practice run anymore. They're hitting it everywhere.
So they were trying to hit the town of Paradise again, and they missed a little bit this time, and it started on the mountain across the road. But everyone in Paradise got evacuated within 6 hours because it was instantly nuts. They closed the highway down. So right there where you see 200, the highway, that is the main artery from probably the northern 80 or 90 miles of Idaho to get to that point. The southern part of Idaho comes up 90.
Okay.
But to get to that point, so that's a major artery, Highway 200. That goes also all the way to Missoula, follows the Flathead River, and then it meets up with 93 and also goes up to Flathead Lake and Kalispell and all that shit. And so does 28, goes to Kalispell too. So this is a major artery here.
So are you lost right there? You can't get there if you needed to?
No, so now you can. They've reopened things. So I'll kind of explain what happened. So they locked it down, no travel unless you live there, and it was only to get your stuff and get out. And that's almost 50% of people that I work with live in Paradise. The other 50% live in Plains, and there's maybe 1 or 2% that live in St. Regis or that direction area. But so yeah, this is everyone getting evacuated that I know. and they're posting pictures. And there's a road that goes along the river here that's not on the highway. It splits the other side of the river where that fire kind of started and went. And the pictures, dude, that first night, and then so we evacuated Quinn's. So that first night we evacuated Quinn's.
Are you guys back open?
We are now. They evacuated Quinn's, and the fire marshals and sheriffs, we had about 10 sheriffs stay at our place, and about 15, 20 firefighters or something like that. And it was just like all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole next day, they were flying tanker planes. So this is now Saturday, or sorry. Was this Thursday? No, it was Friday. It was Friday. And then so Saturday, I'm like, shit. Wait, no, hold on. So it started on Thursday. Sorry, my days are all fucked up because, dude, this has not even been a week. So I think it was last Thursday. Did we pod last Thursday? We did.
No,
we did not. We did not. Okay, it was last Thursday then. That's what it was. My bad. I had to fucking think about that. So Friday, they're just dumping retardant on Pat's Knob. So if you zoom in to the very edge, the southwest-ish edge, you'll see Pat's Knob right there, Pat's Knob. So that is a communication hub. So that has a cell tower on it. That has a fire lookout on it. It has that's like a part of the Forest Service's like freaking line of beacons, like from Lord of the Rings, And so they dumped a shitload of fire retardant on that ridge and down on both sides of it. So if the fire makes it over this ridge, which it looks damn near like it's about to do that, then it comes downhill towards me, then I'm fucked. So Friday goes by. I go to St. Regis. I get drunk with Heather because she doesn't know if the fire is going to go the back way and get to her. And I don't know if it's going to come down and get to me. I'm just like, fuck, And is there a containment level status on there? Excuse me.
I'll find one.
If you click that little fire thing right in the middle.
7%. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it's saying. Updated today.
17,000 acres. Damn. Last time I checked, it was 16. But that's good because, okay, so anyway. So we had like a fucking full 15 hours, bro, for the first time in like a month and a half. Like literally the first time in a month and a half, we had 2 hours of rain. So we got some of that moisture from Hillary. We got that Hillary pussy right on us. Raining down.
I hate that name, bro.
Yo, did you hear that they were going to call any victims that died from Hurricane Hillary, they were going to rule them as a suicide?
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, that's funny, huh? I love that one. That's a good one. I've been telling that one to everybody.
That's a good one. I'm gonna bring that one to work tomorrow and tell everybody.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You got me at first. I was like, what? this FEMA stuff, bro. You heard about all the FEMA stuff going on in Hawaii?
No, but oh shit, never mind. I can't talk about that. I literally, oh my God, bro, I almost just fucked up big time. I cannot talk about, I will talk about this off the air, okay? Bring up FEMA to me off the air.
Okay.
Remind me about FEMA.
All I gotta say is FEMA is into some weird shit, bro.
Yo, listen, I don't even know what you're gonna say, but I can probably confirm it. But I literally cannot say this. Because I cannot say this.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it.
Snitch, bro. I think you should snitch if it's against the government, bro.
No, man. See, so I actually am a man of like, reputability out here where I live, you know, and it's like I'm in certain circles and I
Is it
cannot
good or
betray the
bad?
trust
Is
of
it
those
good?
certain circles.
Is
What's
it
that?
good or bad? Is it good or bad?
I mean it's good. It's
Okay.
like I mean it's good like
Okay, let's change the subject. If
Yeah.
we should be talking about it.
Yeah.
No, but what I heard is that there's like 850 missing kids from Maui. And kids, 850 missing kids. And there's a lot of like talk about like some stuff that has happened there with some government organizations and Hillary, you know, all that Hillary conspiracy stuff and the Clinton Foundation and all that. I'm not going to get into all that, but Hawaiian kids, when it comes to that sort of trafficking, they're considered exotic and they go for a premium. And it goes ties to the conspiracy of like the whole conspiracy that the fires were lit on purpose for a bunch of different reasons, to land grab, to move people out of there, a bunch of different reasons, and also for this potentially. I don't know. But there's 850 missing kids.
Jesus.
Unaccounted for. So yeah.
That's crazy, man. Was there a school in there or something or what?
Sound of Freedom. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's just
Sound of Freedom? Is that the movie?
I'm talking about the movie. You know what that movie's about, right?
I mean, I don't know. So they played it at the local movie theater, which only plays like one movie a weekend. And they played it, and like everyone that I know went and saw it. And they were like, "Oh, only thing that I know about that movie is after the movie, I knew who the liberals were and I knew who the Republicans were." You know?
It's this Sound of Freedom is all about like, I haven't seen the movie, but I've been told what the movie is about. It's about how like sex trafficking is like one of the largest industries in the entire world, sex slavery, because you can't just sell the product once. You could sell it multiple times a day. Right. And so what I was getting at is that like there's these 850 missing kids. And when it comes to that industry, they're deemed exotic. Like imagine like you don't get Wagyu beef every day. I'm not like comparing them to Wagyu beef, but I'm comparing them to like an exotic.
I know you're not.
No, like seriously, this is real. This is like some real, this is some deep shit that we're talking about on the Basics podcast. It's not even basic anymore. It's some advanced level shit, bro. Like, let me put you on basic bitches, dude. Like they'll take these kids and they're able to sell them at a high premium compared to like other ethnicities, so to say, you know?
Right. I'm sure that the whatever sort of, you know, industry exists around the child sex slavery, you know, concept, whatever is truly there, because obviously it exists. I mean, it does just objectively exist. And like, even though you don't see
largest industries in the world, dude.
Right. But you know, even though you don't see it, it does make sense that market would be flooded with a certain type of product. You know, it's like, I'm sure that China is large. I'm sure that India is large. I'm sure that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in this global commerce system.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously if you have a smaller population of something, potentially that could make that more of a value than others comparatively, just because of scarcity. So that could be a reason, I suppose. And I'm just trying I'm playing the conspiracy card here, and it's like, you know, sure, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like if market pressure is, and you know, the market decides all, and if it is, I can't say it. A bunch of rich Jews that are running everything, and they decide that they want to, you know, have a bunch of kids because they're worth more money. Sure, that's probably what happens then. Anyway, alhamdulillah.
Satanists.
Alhamdulillah. Al-Khabib. Ashib. I don't know what that means.
But we're
But,
probably here. Do you look like you know what you're talking about?
God is good. God is good, and alhamdulillah. Yeah. Call to prayer, baby. I'm facing north. Mecca.
I thought it was east.
Ah, shit, I'm facing east.
This is a big podcast. We didn't get
Did I
our
say
facts
north?
right.
And then I rotated 180 degrees, so clearly something's wrong here.
It's a fixed direction towards the Mecca. So wherever you are in the world, for us, it would be the east, right?
Yeah, that's why you said the east. You were correct. Yes.
Just whatever way Mecca is.
Right.
You know about Mecca, right?
Of course.
They got it.
Well, tell me about it if you got it handy.
They got like a sacred meteor inside that bitch.
Yep.
I would love to see it. I would love to see what's inside there. I would love to see what's like inside the Vatican vaults, you know?
Dude, the Eastern religions, no. Fuck the Vatican. They're a bunch of fucking, they just stole a bunch of shit from real religions. And fucking, I'll bet you that meteor, it's just, see that alone, fucking a meteor. And like you talk about like Hinduism, and you talk about their actual concept of the world that intertwines with their spiritual beliefs. It's just like they're superior to Christianity. They are just superior in every way. And it's like if you take out all of the misogyny and all that stuff out of, you know, the Old Testament part of the Quran, or however
Why
you
are
say
we talking
it.
about Hinduism? Where's Hinduism coming?
Oh, I'm just talking about Eastern religions compared to Western religions. Like, I would consider Christianity like a Western religion, and I would consider like, you know, being like Islamic or being Hindu or, you know, one of those. Those are like Eastern religions to me, and I don't know how it breaks down regionally, but I'm just comparing them. And I don't even know how do we get on religion? Oh, I was talking about Jewish people, I think. Sorry, bro, my bad.
I don't know. Yeah. I think
you said the Vatican.
You started doing a prayer. The Vatican. All I brought the Vatican was the Vatican vaults. You know, the big conspiracy, but they got artifacts in their vault.
Yeah, and I think Eastern religions are superior to Western religions because they go off a fucking like vibe way more rather than like you're going to hell. You're going to hell. You know, that's what Christianity is, and like Catholicism and like all that shit. Like Hinduism and like all those other ones, they're more Buddhism, they're more natural.
I mean, I would say Islam is the same way. I mean, they'll literally stone you to death. They'll put you in a hole and bury you up to your head and throw rocks at you.
And that's kind of what I was saying, like besides the Old Testament part of the Quran, you know, because all that stone and bury you, that's the Old Testament part of the Quran. They have an Old Testament too type of thing, I believe. Like all the Sharia law shit is like their Old Testament laws. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we were to go by Christian Old Testament laws, shit would be fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you can't judge a religion for like its first set of laws when it came around fucking 2,000 years ago.
Well, the whole umbrella of Christianity and the whole umbrella of Islam, there's branches off that, and then there's good ones and bad ones for both.
Right.
No?
Right. True. But guess what doesn't have branches of good ones and bad ones and is just chill all around is like Buddhism and Hinduism. Like they're chill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But the Hindus don't eat beef.
Right, but they eat pork. They fucking love a pig.
Well, they're back asswards, bro.
No, they make lechon, bro. They make whole roasted pig. That's fucking fire.
I'd rather have some beef liver than some pork, dude.
All right, fair enough. But you know,
why do they eat pork? But then like the oldest like Abrahamic religions, they don't eat pork.
Because Islam is looking at it from an angle of like this thing is dirty, so we don't eat it. And
right,
then
because it has like if you have a pig that pig potentially are hosts for a vast majority of a lot of
Right.
parasites and stuff like
So
that.
that's valid, but that's just like they're looking at it like in a negative light. And the reason that Hindus don't eat beef is because the cows are holy. So they're looking at it as like a positive thing. They're like, fucking love this thing. Like, I'm not going to touch it. Like, that's what I mean in terms of their superiority of
Because
living
you know
life.
why it's holy?
Why? They want
Because
to fuck it.
no, because they're shitting all over the place, and what grows out of their shit? Those magic mushrooms. And the magic mushrooms, and they're having spiritual experiences.
Well, that, and I think it's also supposed to be, that's the highest form of reincarnation, is being a cow. And it's like, because you just, you know, you live a good life.
Dude, they're having spiritual experiences, man. The stoned ape theory, man.
Oh, I see what you're saying. This goes back, like you're saying this goes back 10, 20,000 years, or whenever we domesticated cattle, or like whenever they came around, or whenever we came into contact with them.
Hinduism, like why would they? I don't know.
I like it. No, keep going. I like it. I like where you're going with this.
Because
I like it.
Why is the cow? Why do they revere the cow so much? Because literally, what the cow shit is something magical. It shit's magic. Out of their shit grows a magic mushroom, and then they eat the magic mushroom when they're scavenging for food. They have spiritual experiences with God.
Yes. So why would you kill it? We want more poop, more mushrooms.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that, bro.
And also, what are magic mushrooms known for? Magic mushrooms are known for making you horny. What is the most populated country on the face of the planet?
India.
They passed China because they're eating magic mushrooms out of those holy cow shits.
And they want to fuck. They want to fuck.
They're
Dude,
out
yeah,
there.
I love that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We just broke something down first on the Basics podcast. Let's get it.
Bro, I'm logic based, man. I have a rationale that is unmatched. My perspicacity to see fucking connect the dots, bro.
That boy's perspicacious. Woo!
I'm mad perspicacious, my guy.
Hell yeah, dude. I fuck with that. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right. The Islam approached pigs in a logical way because where they were at, where it's hot and musty and bacteria ridden, that they breed fucking sickness. You know, pigs do if you fucking eat them. So it's like, boom, valid.
Jews don't eat pork either.
Yeah, logical. You know, same reason for the cow. Society wise, you know, because there's a great argument to be made that like the hunter-gatherer transition into like agrarian society with like cultivation of crops and stuff mostly happened because of communication. Because people could talk to each other or like communicate and like be like, oh shit, you have a seed over there? Yo, let me get that seed. I'll trade you this seed for this seed that I have over here. You know, and you can try to grow my seed and I'll try to grow your seed. And then they all kind of just settle down where you could grow the best seeds. And then you start to talk to each other. And then maybe you find some mushrooms because, you know, someone has mushrooms to trade, mushroom seeds, not mushroom seeds, but you know what I'm saying? Spores or something. Someone has a mushroom spore and they're like, dude, this is part of my fucking trade. And then they trade it into the society. And then the society becomes infected with that mind altering, like communication enhancing medium where you decide to come together. And then you boom. Then you form a government and then it becomes controlled by the autocrats. And then you have public funding of the military. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no.
So I have two things to say about that. That's one of the things that ancient Egypt's civilization was known for. They had this mild psychedelic called the blue water lily or the lotus flower. And what they would do is they would infuse it into their wine. And they found bottles of these. And it's a mild psychedelic. And Egyptologists think that everyone was like just drinking it all the time. And, but it can also go the other way if you have something that is in your food or water supply for a civilization, and it can turn everybody mad. And you can, as an example of that would be like Rome and their lead pipes, and they started using like lead pipes to get water, and then everyone started going mad. And when you have a lot of lead in your diet, you become more violent. in certain ways, you know, and like,
Wow.
you know, in America, we use a lot of like toxins, lead paint. We use plastics more than
Asbestos?
plastics, asbestos. I'd say we use plastic in America more than any other nation.
Yeah.
And that has been shown, like those microplastics in your diet and in your environment has been shown to decrease testosterone. And that's what we're seeing generation over generation in Western countries. Yeah. Pesticides, like we used to spray DDT everywhere, and we still
Roundup,
glyphosate. The craziest thing to me when I learned this, so oats and grains, the way they dry that is they don't actually just put it in a silo and let it dry. They actually will put it in the silo, and in the process, they'll spray it with glyphosate, because glyphosate will suck the water out of the plant, and it helps dry it quicker. And these foods, like the government says, are heart healthy foods. You know, they say eat your oatmeal. Oatmeal's healthy for you. Eat your like whole grains, but they're literally in the process of how they like commercially like process these plants. They're literally spraying glyphosate on it. It's wild, and that shit, it's leading to, it fucks with your gut biome and the bacteria in your intestines, and it will lead to leaky gut syndrome and the ability to absorb other nutrients. And so that's why, one of the reasons why I don't eat that anymore. But that's like a civilization, for the American civilization, like a lot of people think that's healthy for you, but it's really not. They're like, oh yeah, you eat this to lose weight. Well, yeah, one of the reasons why you're losing weight is because your body doesn't absorb it, because there's fuck shit in it.
Which means you're deficient in all of the nutrients and vitamins that you need. You become deficient, and then that fucks with you.
Yeah, and then you become sickly, and that's why you're losing weight, bro. It's a real thing. So there's that. There's just, if you on cable television, I don't remember if we were talking about this last podcast or if who I was talking to about this, but so cable television, 70% of all commercials are funded by the pharmaceutical industry. So we're also the most hopped up nation on earth with drugs.
Oh yeah, of course.
So there's that. We're just like, America is literally a nation of just like
consumerism
and exogenous chemicals and toxins from all different angles. Unless you're proactive and you actually like know about your environment or what you're ingesting into your diet.
So it makes sense.
And you're able to stay away from those. Down. Say that again?
Life expectancy is going down for the first time in America in generations.
Life expectancy is going down. Testosterone levels are going down. There's more gays than ever before. I'm just being real. There's more autism than ever before. Like this last generation, this newest generation, there's like an absurd amount. It's like 20 to 25% of kids now consider themselves queer. And then there's like a huge, like, it's like 1 in 10 kids are now autistic. It used to be like 1 in like hundreds. Now it's like 1 in 10 kids have mental problems. And I don't want to say it. I don't want to get us banned from YouTube. You know, like heavy metals, there's heavy metals in that. It's not normal. We're born into this world naturally, and we can survive. We don't have to do anything to the kid. Your kid can survive and thrive. And I'm not saying all of them are bad, but to take a newborn and then shoot them up with 6 different at the same exact time, 6 different things, which like some of those have like some heavy metals or like aluminum in them, or just the process of just like bum rushing your kid's immune system with all that at once, when they don't need that all at once, right at that time.
So in terms of the newness of it, I have an argument to make, because civilization is also so new, and you can't argue against things like penicillin and fucking, the smallpox vaccine and like those sort of things. It's like, there was never a fucking time in human history until pretty recently. Well, okay, fuck, I take that back.
But the amount, like the schedule, the schedule of like in California, it's like the amount of.
Oh, dude, I'm talking to a girl right now that homeschools her kid because California mandates a child vaccine. That's wild to me.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
That's wild.
This is actually a big deal in my personal life. Like, I will not, like, dude, by the time you graduate high school, you're going to have the California schedule is like over 70 different shots starting from when you're a kid. That's a lot, dude. You know, I don't know. I don't think also because they mass produce it and they're trying to make the pharmaceutical industry that is the number one lobbying industry to the government more than the military industrial complex. The pharmaceutical industry, they want people coming back because we are their customer. I don't trust it, you know, especially if they're free. If they're free, then you're the product or you're the or service or whatever, you know. They're milking you like, dude, these elites, when we just get back into terms of like the elites and the Illuminati or whatever, these people that control the world, they literally think of humans as livestock, like cattle. They think of us as livestock, but for labor for them. And that's one of the things, dude.
No, absolutely. And I mean, you can't lose sight of that because clearly we are, you know, we are the means of production. The people are what make the profit, right? So it's like whether or not it's the pharmaceutical companies, like you said, who are the number one advertiser making money off the vaccine, which is fucked. That should never ever fucking be the case. That is absolutely fucked.
I need to make a disclaimer. I never use that word. He is a guest on this podcast.
Oh, I mean, schmeck-schmeen.
No. You can say it. But I'm just saying. This episode taken down. You know what I'm saying? I gotta protect it. Or hey, whatever. We're moving to Rumble.
We're back on Rumble, just like that. We lasted how many episodes on YouTube? 4?
43. We're at 43 right now.
Oh, okay.
4. Probably.
I thought we went back on episode 40 for Nikita, but anyway, no, it's ridiculous that you can trust the same industry with your children that you can't trust to provide the like what is needed, right? So in this country, there's a need for a lot of people to have healthcare. In California specifically, apparently the need is so high to have medical intervention on your children that you have to mandate 70 shots by the time you're done with high school. And I'm just taking you at your word that that's the number.
Yeah, let me look it up.
Even if it's not 70, even if it's less than that, the fact that you're going to mandate that in order to be part of public school, which is publicly funded, that you have to have medical intervention and vaccines, and that you don't provide health care for all those people to be able to get those shots and vaccines is fucking ridiculous. If you're, as a state, which is, I think the states are like California, New York, and Minnesota or something, that like mandate that you have the COVID vaccine for your kid to go to public school. If you're going to mandate that your kid have a vaccine and have medical intervention in any way, whatever those shots are, then you need to provide those fucking kids with the health care to be able to get those shots.
Right.
If you're going to mandate it, if you're not going to mandate it, then it's fine. Then you don't need to give everyone health care. You don't need to do anything. But then don't mandate it. Because if you're going to fucking mandate it, make it mandatory that everyone has health care so that they can get the shots. It's fucking crazy. It's so hypocritical and insane. It's like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I agree with that because it's also another cost, another tax to the parents, which might not be able to afford all that if they don't have that health care, you know?
Well, that's what I mean. And
yeah,
what is the number one expense as a parent? Childcare. What does school act as for fucking 8 to 10 working hours of the day? Childcare. So it's like public school. If you go to public school, you're like, you already have a leg up as a person that works and still has to pay to live in society. It's like you get that ability to have your kid watched over for your working hours, Monday through Friday, and be able to make money. If you're either have your kids at school and you're making money, you stay at home to save money and you watch your own kids and you homeschool, or when you have to work, you pay for childcare if they're not in school. And it's like all three, there's only one good option out of those three options, and that's having your kids at fucking school for free. Right? It's like you don't have to agree with everything that your kids learn at school. That's what having a conversation with your fucking kid is about. Like every day when I got home, my parents would ask, "What did you learn in school today?" And I'd tell them, I'm like, "We learned about this, we learned about that." It's like my parents wouldn't just let me say, "Oh, nothing." It's like I had to tell them what I learned in school. And it's like, if you have a kid in school, public school, it's like, don't just give up so easily and be like, "Oh, my kid's not going to public school, I'm putting him in a Christian school," or this or that. It's like, nah, man. It's like, have them exposed to the shit or the whatever that's going on in public schools. I mean, you went to a public school system just as like I did. So it's like, let them do that and then talk to them when they get home and be like, "Oh, that is incorrect. And this is why. And this is why our family thinks this way." Or like, just have a fucking conversation with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just let them soak everything in and take it as gospel. Cause I'm sure there's fucking teachers out there that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm sure there is. It's just, I like to think most teachers are good teachers. My family is mostly teachers. All the teachers that I know are fucking way smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have no problem with that. Or at least they know about the subject that they teach way more than I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as just a normal person, I don't have great general knowledge of all the things that they know. And I think that's great. And I would never homeschool my kid. A, because fuck that. And B, because my kid's not going to become socially aware. You're talking about numbers of autism, bro. I'm sure that I was misdiagnosed with ADHD. I'm probably autistic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't think so.
I don't know, but I have no social skills. You know what I'm saying? I got like social anxiety, bro. And it's like, if that's not autism, I don't know what the fuck is. So it's like, bruh, let's get the fucking diagnosis straight. Autism is not like a bad thing. It's just like bipolar is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think in my opinion, I think they overdiagnose things that are natural to a human condition.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, a side note, I want to get back into like how much, just a side note, I don't want to get back like deep into it, but where do they mandate the most medical procedures or medical interventions or whatever you want to call it? In California, in the nation, it's California. Okay. Where is the number one amount of gay people? California.
Well, you could also just say, where's the number one amount of people?
Hey, dude. In the water. Atrazine, dude. That's fact, bro. The frogs will turn from male to female. Like, I don't know, dude.
I don't know about that. That's sketchy.
Drug-induced homosexuality. That's a real thing, bro. I've been there, dude.
I've been there, bro.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke, okay? But that is a real thing. That is like drug-induced homosexuality is a real thing. Environmental factors. I don't know. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah. You don't got to get in. You don't got to get into that.
I was just playing. It was just a joke.
But hey, man,
stand up. I don't see any love in the comments, so I think I just crashed and burnt with that one.
Hey, no, it's all good, bro. I think it's this is a place. This is a safe space here. Okay.
Yeah, I am in California. It is a safe space.
This is all a safe space on this podcast, so don't worry about offending anyone here. Or actually, wait.
No one here.
That's not how a safe space works. Shit. Damn it. But yeah, nah, dude. I just don't think you can have it both ways as a society. If you want people to have medical intervention, then you got to provide it. You got to provide it to them. If you want people to be able to have bodily autonomy and choose how they live their lives, then that's fine. Let them figure that out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's one or the other. That's it. And that's really all I got to say about that is I'm a libertarian when it comes to body stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'm a total like don't tread
Keep
on
the government hands off the body.
that is like the number one, dude. Once you like fuck around with me, my health, and like what I am as a person in this existence that I'm living in, like
Yeah, it's like if you want to stop
Fuck
paying
no.
for the roads, government, fine. It's like, I'll figure out a way to. I'll walk to work. I'll do something. If you want to stop, fucking having me pay taxes, great. It's like this or that, like whatever the government's involved in, they can do that. But once it crosses the line into my physical existence, that's when there's an issue.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah. That's that line is a line that shall not be crossed.
that's right.
If you start fucking with me, I'll start fucking with you, and I'll take someone out with me. I'm just saying, dude. Like, yo, an eye for an eye. Hammurabi's code, dude.
I thought it was pronounced Hammurabi, but
Yeah, but it rhymed the way I said it.
fuck yeah, dude. That's a great code. Is that Hindu or is that Islamic?
No, I don't think it's Islamic,
It's
but
not?
it's like Middle Eastern somewhere. It's like what's that? The cradle of civilization.
Babylon?
Mesopotamia, Babylon.
Ooh.
Yeah, Babylon. The Code of Hammurabi. Hammurabi.
Hammurabi.
1755 to
Hammurabi, bro.
1750 BC is the longest, best organized, and best preserved legal text from the ancient Near East. But yeah, that's way before Islam. Islam's like 700 AD. Islam's like the newest.
But it is that Fertile Crescent area.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, see, that's what I mean, bro. It's like I'm not a teacher, but I have a good general knowledge of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like and you do too. And that's why we do this podcast.
The steel was rediscovered in 1901 at the site of Susa in present-day Iran. Here, let me share this screen real quick. So they got this bitch up in the Louvre.
Is that a dildo?
It's a steel. A
Are
steel.
we getting blacked?
A steel is something from the ancient world where they wrote text into the stone. So like the dream steel is a thing in Egypt that they found, and it's located like by the and it's got a bunch of ancient knowledge on it. The Rosetta Stone might be considered one too.
Okay.
But this is like the actual thing. This is the actual code right here. Let's get closer. Is that Sanskrit?
Well, if it was from this is an artifact from Babylon, or this is like a later.
This is it. This is Hammurabi's code.
Holy shit!
That is what it's like. They found that, and then that's where it comes from. Or this is the primary copy of it that we found.
Holy shit!
In the old Babylonian dialect of Akkadian.
It's got to be pictographic, right?
Akkadian is.
Or is it linguistic? Does it have letters?
Akkadian is an extinct East Semitic language that was spoken in ancient Mesopotamia.
It's Jewish?
It is the earliest documented Semitic language. It is used the cuneiform script, which is originally used to write unrelated, also extinct Sumerian. Dude, that shit's sick, bro. I wish
it is pictographic. It is pictographic.
Cuneiform.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish we wrote like that today. That shit's sick, bro.
Oh, that's beautiful, bro. It's making art while you write. If I was making art while I write all the time. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that heavily. And, so when you think about it, Jesus, Abraham, all the prophets of the Western religions all came from that one area, and then if you kind of think about it, like the spread didn't have to go as far for like the Hinduism and the Buddhism, or maybe it did. See, how far can you type in how far is it from Iran to like India?
Just Google Map that biatch.
Yeah, how far is it in miles? Like, how far you got to walk, and how long is it going to take mankind walking by foot, like generation after generation, to get there?
So it's actually not that far. I mean,
How
it is
far?
far if you're walking, but like here's Iran. Oh, hold on. Let me share my screen. Here's Iran. Here's India. I mean, they're both really big countries, but
no, it's the Fertile Crescent part of Iran. So go up to that Mediterranean area, like farther to the west. Yeah, up more.
I don't think that's the Fertile Crescent area.
Or well,
Fertile area is all or I guess right here, Iraq area too. Right, Baghdad is Fertile Crescent area.
yeah.
Where's that river? What's that famous river? The Tigris here, right here, the Tigris River. This is it right here.
Euphrates.
Tigris, and then that's a Sirwan River. But the Tigris and the Euphrates, those are the two rivers.
It's between them, yeah.
Right here is the Euphrates. Yeah, it's Baghdad area, right here. It's from like right here. This is the Euphrates, if you can see my mouse, and then this is the Tigris.
Yep. Floodplain.
So that's the Fertile Crescent right there. They found the Hammurabi's steel. That was in Iran though. Let me see if I can draw a line. Hold on. That's not it.
Dude, that is that. Stop. Don't move anything. Look at where that is. No, stop. Press X. Press X, bruh. All right. Look at where Iraq is geographically in the middle of those 4 bodies of water.
Measure distance.
It's right in the middle. No, you don't even have to measure it from here. Oh, yeah. If you're going to go to India, let's do that. But right there, Baghdad in Iraq.
That's 2,000 miles. From Baghdad to Madhya Pradesh.
So you just have to assume that was just continuously fully populated during that time.
That's where like all the religions come from, for the Abrahamic religions.
Yep. That's crazy, man. 2,000 miles of just pure ideology and people just coming up with shit. Is that because it sucked there? Did it suck? Why are people like having to go to religion so hard? Because places where it doesn't suck.
No, it was the place. It was fertile back in the day. It's a desert now, but it's like how the Sahara was fertile back in the day too.
Right, got you. That's true.
So now
it's very true.
So this is one of the this is my own like hypothesis, theory, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna stop this screen sharing. Oh, actually, would like to screen share. That's actually a good idea. So I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this one. So the idea of the stoned ape theory is Terence McKenna's idea that at early hominids, we came out of the jungles and we moved into the grasslands, and there was a lot of magic mushrooms growing from the grasslands when there would be flooding and whatnot. Right. One of the most advanced civilizations where they've done stuff that we still can't explain, with how they moved stone and carved it perfectly. And there's a lot of weird anomalies, like how they built the pyramids and stuff like that. So this brings me back to the idea of the stoned ape eating lots of mushrooms. So
we need to also explain real quick why this is the confluence of like humanity moving out of Africa, because this is the only land bridge that doesn't require fucking swimming across some body of water to get to the rest of the world.
Okay.
There's the Straits of Morocco, right, where you can see land from the other side, so you can swim across the Straits of Morocco. But right here, this is oh shit, what do they call it? Oh, I'm a geography major. I need to know this. Historically, it has a name for like man, like Homo sapien moving out of this area, or interacting with Neanderthals later. It's like this area would be where all humans, as they go, like into the rest of the world, into the rest of Asia, into the rest of everything, get off of the African continent, which is where Homo sapiens are from. So continue.
Okay. Well, what I was getting at is that with magic mushrooms, psilocybin has been shown to promote neurogenesis and the growth of new brain cells. And some scientists would say like it makes you smarter. And over time, if that's a staple of your diet as a species, that your species would evolve over time with your diet it has that vitamin or ingredient to promote your ability to grow a larger brain capacity or stronger brain or whatever you want to call it over time. So the Nile is known for having massive flooding. This is in the Bible, right? Massive flooding. And in the Bible, like in the Old Testament, it talks about how they would have manna, and manna would grow after times of moisture. And they would right in the Bible, like the Israelites are going through the desert, and then it's a drought for 40 days, 40 nights, and finally it rains, and then they're able to eat manna the next day. What is manna in video games? It's something that gives you a boost to your magical powers or spiritual powers. So the Nile is known for a flooding season, and it's this huge stretch of fertile area in North Africa. So after the floods and the waters recede, and that land is very moist and like mushy, and like mushrooms grow in moist areas. So there would just be a huge mushroom bloom. And those mushrooms could have potentially been magic mushrooms. And those Egyptians were eating magic mushrooms just all the time back in the day, because they wouldn't just eat it when it bloomed. They would take them, and then they would also dry them and then eat them later. And then it was a constant staple of their diet. And we see the Egyptian civilization, at least from the Old Kingdom, they built these amazing structures like the pyramids, the Sphinx, the giant obelisks, all these stone megalithic structures that we don't fully understand like how they actually did it, especially for being so advanced so long ago. That's my idea.
I'm trying to find the damn name of the place, but yeah, that is a equally plausible theory to any other explanation. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that delta. Look at that.
And this is current day. And back in the day, it was even bigger. It was way more fertile back in the day too. So they say the Greeks were on some psychedelic stuff too.
Dude, Cairo in the Bible, dude, the Egyptians enslaved the Jews. They had slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had manpower at their disposal. For like how long? Hundreds of years. Thousands, right? How long were the Egyptian empires?
Well, there's different kingdoms, and there's...
What's the oldest one? 5,000 BC, right? 7,000 years ago.
No, conventional was like mid 3000s BC.
Okay,
so
5,000 years ago.
5,000 years ago, but it was like 3,000 something BC. It's conventional to the Old Kingdom, but you know my views on like the dating of things, but so I don't want to get into that and Atlantis and impact theories, but
we've done that.
That's a whole other.
We'll redo it. We'll revisit that.
But conventional Egyptology is that there's the Old Kingdom, which built the pyramids, which is crazy. That's the oldest Egyptian civilization. They built the pyramids, and they say the Great Pyramid of Giza was built in like 30 years or something like that. 2.2 million blocks. Let me do the math. Hold on. This is actually very important. So let me pull up that exact.
Yeah, let me, Mr. Producer, will you do that? Can I, or do you want a Mr. Producer as well?
I'll Mr. Producer. Oh yeah, hold on.
I got a Mr. Producer.
Got all them hoes, Mr. Producer. You pick up the producer. Emergency. And we back. Okay. Let me talk about these pyramids real quick. So, the Great Pyramid of Giza, that's Khufu's pyramid. Okay? That's the Khufu was the pharaoh. This was built in the Old Kingdom, which is the oldest kingdom. There's like Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, and then there's the other ones that are earlier, and then there's like, dude, I'm drawing a blank. The one with Cleopatra was like 0 AD. The Ptolemaic eras, those aren't Egyptian kingdoms. Those are a little bit different. But okay, get back to the pyramids. Fourth Dynasty, Old Kingdom. Conventional wisdom says 26th century BC. It was built over a period of 27 years. There's 2.2 million blocks of stone in Khufu's pyramid. It's 481 feet tall. Let me do the math right now. 2.2 million. Already fucked up already. 2.2 million over 27 years, okay? 2.2 million divided by 27. That's 81,481.5 stones per year, okay? Divide that by 365 days out of the year. You're laying 223 stones per year. These stones weigh like a minimum of like 1 ton, bro. These are big ass stones. And in this time, we didn't have the wheel. We had fucking ramps, dude. We didn't have.
Wait. You said 365 stones per year or per day?
No, it would be 223 stones per day.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's do this again. You could do this on your calculator. Put in 2.2 million. That's how many stones it took over 27 years. So I'm going to do 2.2 million divided by 27 years, okay? That's going to give us per year how many stones they laid. Okay? That's 81,481 stones that are laid per year. Okay. There's 365 days in a year. So we're going to do divide by 365. That gives us 223 stones laid per day. Okay.
Gotcha.
Per day. How many hours are in a day? There's 24 hours. So I'm going to do divide by 24. Okay.
If you're working around the clock in the dark.
Right. But they had slaves supposedly. Okay.
Yeah, but no. You can't work in the dark. You don't have electricity.
We'll, for ease of sake, we're going to do divide by 24 hours. Okay.
If you want, I would divide it by 12.
No, but just check this out. Check this out. Okay. It's mind blowing. You're laying 9 stones per hour. Okay. 223 stones per day, divide by 24. That's 9 stones per hour. Right? Does that sound right? 220.
Yeah, it does.
24 times 9. Okay. 9.3. What?
No, wait, it's 200 whatever, divided by
24. 223 divided by
24.
9.3. Okay. That's you're 9.3 stones per hour. Laying it perfectly in place, aligned to fucking true north.
Every 10 minutes, you got a new stone going into place.
Right.
Even
But
faster.
so they say that the next biggest pyramid in the Giza complex is Khafre's pyramid. That's a stone. That pyramid. Instead of 481 feet tall, it's 445 feet tall.
So hold on. Let's just imagine.
So they're building pyramids at the same time, concurrently next to each other. So essentially, like, maybe take a little bit less stones. It's 40 feet less in height, but you're essentially building another pyramid damn near the same size as the biggest one at the same.
So I think what this does is all we can say is if we abide by the conventional, which I know you don't abide by the conventional, but if we're just taking the conventional, this would be equivalent to like the pharaoh looking out of his window and watching his tomb be built every single day, watching the progress happen where it's a continuous line of humans somehow. Like if there's no other like explanation or whatever, we can talk about it however you want. Of humans putting blocks into place, one new one every 10 minutes, and watching by the end of the day, watching the progress happen as it builds out over 27 years, like a pharaoh just sitting there drinking his tea, you know,
in perfect alignment and in like fucking.
Could you imagine the power that pharaoh felt in his head if that's truly what happened? Like
he had that power. He had a fucking
could you imagine what it's like to be that guy?
Bro, he had the fucking elongated skull and can use the frequencies to fucking lift that shit just like in X-Men, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's why, so there. Let's just say it's rounded down to 2 million for Khafre's. That's 2.2 for Khufu's. And then there's let's just say 2 million even for Khafre's, which is 40 feet less high. And then let me look up the third tallest one. Third Giza pyramid. I forget that one's name. How tall that one is. It's the pyramid of Menkaure. The smallest of the 3 pyramids. Its height is 215 feet, so like a little bit less than half. But then, okay, so it's built at the same time. And then also, we don't even see it, but it had finished polished limestone on it, on all 3 of them, like the precision on all 3 of them. And then I won't get into more of the pyramids, but there's foundation stones at the bottom. And how literally, you know, what we've talked on the podcast about things being.
Wait, Trump's picture just dropped. Pull it up.
Okay. So we've talked on this.
Pull that up, though.
Okay, wait, I am. We've talked on this podcast about things being dug straight out of the bedrock. Did you know that the Giza plateau and that whole area is literally a bedrock plane that's been just flattened to perfect like levelness? The whole Giza plateau is, the pyramids actually go down into the bedrock, and there's like the chambers in the pyramid that go down, and it goes like the pyramid is not a straight pyramid. Like at the bottom of the pyramid, it goes fucking underneath the ground. It's wild, bro. There's a lot of questions to be asked.
So whether or not people did that, let's put that question aside, right? Let's just consider, because this part is clearly.
I think humans did it. I think though in a past civilization we had like Atlantis tech. I think that was a real thing.
Okay, so that was my question, is like, what was it like to live as a person back then? So let's suspend the Atlantis tech. Let's just say, let's take the most conservative possible estimation.
Conventional traditional Egyptology.
Yes. Let's take that as our baseline and say, what was it like to fucking exist as a fucking dude back then? It was probably fucking sick, dude. You got the most modern shit going on. You got like bad ones everywhere. OG bad ones. And you're just like, let me do like a manual labor job or something, build something, right? So, because like, what other historic ruins are there besides the pyramids? It's almost like everything else was temporary that they built, you know?
That's the thing. When it comes to the pyramids, so the Old Kingdom is the oldest kingdom of Egypt. Before in Egypt mythology and in their like traditions, they talk about a time of Zep-Tepi, which was the golden age, which was before that. It's the golden age when gods walked among men, when like Osiris and Iris and all those other like when their gods literally were here on earth. That's the time of Zep-Tepi, the golden age. But then the Old Kingdom is when the pyramids were built by conventional Egyptology. And then you have Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, and they built pyramids during those kingdoms, but they're not nearly as precise or advanced as it's like the oldest shit is the best built, which is crazy. You see the same thing at Machu Picchu. The jigsaw, and then they build on top of it, and you see it at Sacsayhuaman, and you see
all of the megalithic. Yeah.
The best built shit is always the oldest. So that shit gets me. Yeah. And so in between these pyramids too, the reason why they separate them is because there's the Old Kingdom. And then in that time period of where they like took note of their history and tracked everything, there's like, they have dark ages. There's dark ages in Egypt history where there's like hundreds of years, like maybe like 100, 200, or like, I don't know the exact number in between the kingdoms, but there is like a dark age where there's no recorded history in between these kingdoms. There's like wars and shit. And then there's new like dynasties that come up, new pharaohs, because there's
and war. It gets worse each time. Everything gets all worse. We all get dumber and stupider.
Everything gets worse, bro. Everything gets worse, which is crazy, bro. It's like after, so there's Atlantis, there's Cataclysm. And then after the Cataclysm, we have this knowledge, but as civilization fights between each other, it gets lost, dude. Yeah. Anyway, now we're looking at pics of Trump. Hard segment. Hard.
Pull that shit up. Let's see what that criminal looks like. He's now convicted. It's like, hey, me too, Trump. I just paid my ticket today, so I just admitted guilt today. Oh, that's hard as fuck. Yo,
that's hard as fuck, bro.
Hard. Yo, that boy looking hard, bro. Damn.
I wish I got my mugshot. I never got my mugshot, dude. I wanted to see mine.
Yo, we need to make a shirt with your mugshot next to Trump's. We need to make a shirt.
I don't have mine. I gotta call him. I gotta ask.
Hey, that's our first piece of merch. Is your mugshot next to Trump's? That's our first piece of merch as the Basics Podcast. We will sell money.
Should I put Tribal Fitness on this bitch, dude?
Yes.
I'm gonna say put Cho's mugshot on it. It's gonna be everywhere, bro. Yes. I'm gonna get one tonight, bro. I'm gonna wear it to work tomorrow.
Do it, please. This needs to be on everything.
That might be the hardest mugshot of all time.
It really might be,
dog. Hardest mugshot of all time, dude.
He looks hard, dog. He looking hard.
He's got like fucking the eyebrows up. The fucking like, oh my God, bro. Trump's a gangster, dog. Trump is a gangster.
Look at him. I'm scared to look in his eyes. Even though it's a picture, I don't want to look in his eyes. Even though it's a picture, I'm scared to look in his eyes.
Blown up and put on my fucking wall, dude.
Let's go. Let's go.
Dude, look.
That's my honest reaction. I did not see it before this. That's my honest reaction.
You not vote for Trump after that mugshot, then you're a liberal.
You have no idea. You don't know what it is to be hard.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. This is the realest shit that you ever heard on the Basics podcast. You're a country, okay? I'm part of the United States. You want the best for your country because you want the best living situation possible, right? You know, MAGA, make America great again, make America first. Whatever country you're living in, you want your country to be number one. If you don't, you're just retarded, okay? People in Iran, they want Iran to be number one because they want a better quality of life. If you do not want a fucking gangster running your country, get the fuck out of the country. You want a hard motherfucker running your country. You want a guy that's in there, in the Oval Office, that's like, that can fucking deal with that shit and can run that shit. You want a fucking mafia boss in the Oval Office. not a fucking sellout like Joe Biden. You want someone that's competent, you know. Dude, give me El Chapo, bro. That guy built
El
up
Chapo.
He built up the fucking cartels of multi-billions of dollars industry, dude. Like, you want someone like that. If you don't have someone like that running your country, like, you want a Putin, bro. You want Putin. If you don't have Putin, your country's fucked. Russia's fucked if they don't have Putin. You want Xi Jinping. You want Gaddafi. Look where fucking why
are all of these people you're saying authoritarians?
where was Gaddafi at? Not Yemen. It was it's the other one.
The other red flag operation.
My geography. Fuck. Hold on. Libya.
Oh fuck! I was not gonna get that one, dude. Damn, I remember that shit though.
Libya had a way better quality of life standard across the board than they do now. Now they have open slave trade in the streets, bro. Like, you want someone that's gonna like make your shit and will do what it takes to make your shit good. I'm just saying, like, look where we have a weak president now. Okay, gas prices, average gas price in California, dude, it's like $5.20 for regular unleaded, 87 right now. Okay, in California, across the board at fucking Arco. Everything, food's more expensive. Everything's more expensive. Wages are not going up, and like housing is like still at all-time high, and rates are still going up. Everything's fucked right now. You need someone in there that's a fucking gangster, dude. You need that. Excuse me.
Yeah, I just burped too.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being real about it. Like,
I feel you, dog. No, I feel it.
The world is not all like ponies and flowers and shit like that. Like, you need shit like that. You need a hard man in there. And that's the hardest mugshot I've ever seen, dude. I love it so much, bro.
Oh, it's so good.
Hold on. Wait, no. I got a Mr. Producer, a quick one.
All right.
Oh shit, where's my shit? Hold on.
Where's your shit? My dog got some shit.
Okay, dude. If this doesn't get us banned, Dude, if this doesn't
Got his hat on, bro. Let's go.
we're about to get banned off YouTube. Make America great again. You know what it is. For all you basic bitches. Come on, bring gas
Basic
down
bitches.
to $2. I want to be able to buy some eggs. I can't fucking buy any eggs here in California.
Eggs. I just got eggs for free from work from people that have chickens, and I'm about to buy chickens.
So I'm saying, make America great.
Get everyone chickens.
Yeah, but they got HOAs over here.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll get a red hat that says "Make America No HOA." You know what I'm saying? Fucking HOA. That's almost worse than the government.
HOA is good for some things, but they're bad for a lot of things.
Yeah, fucking HOA. Honestly, I can't have a basketball hoop outside of my house. What are you talking about? Can't park my fucking boat.
You know what this one's the original. You know where this one's been. Yo, hold up. Hold up. This one, you know what this smells like,
The
right?
rest of your life.
You know what this one smells like, right? You know what this smells like? Take a guess.
Gunpowder.
Tear gas.
I love it, dude. Hey, you get to flex that the rest of your life, honestly, and that is legendary. And that's honestly better than a vacation that you could have paid for to go to France or Spain or Italy or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't actually there, but I was there in spirit.
Right. But like the idea of it.
Yeah, the idea.
Yeah. The idea of it. What did I say? I didn't say anything, did I?
No.
Okay, good. Just making sure I didn't say anything. Just now.
Hey, this is a comedy show, dude.
Oh, right.
Everything's just joking. I'm changing our podcast from education to comedy, so nothing can be taken literally. Okay, I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Let's do it.
So
Let's absolutely do it. Do you want to become a comedy podcast?
I think we should. I think we'll get more eyeballs that way too.
Fuck, dude. Okay, we're gonna be pushing the boundary. We might get canceled in real life.
We got Rumble, dude.
All right, how about that? If we're doing comedy, we'll put it on Rumble. If we're doing education, we'll put it on YouTube. How about that?
We'll be on YouTube until they ban us.
Okay. We're just gonna go through that filter. That's fire. No, that's fine. I'm down. But I gotta know which mode I'm going in, man. If I'm gonna come in funny, then I'm gonna definitely come in already drunk and already smoking weed.
Yes.
Normally I start the
bro.
podcast sober.
No,
and I drink as I go throughout.
no. Next time we're going hard. Next time.
Okay. Well, so week after next, my parents are coming to pick up my trailer and bring it back. My dad's gonna drive it back with his truck. Did I already tell you that? I think I told you that. Did I not tell you that?
Yeah, but you were supposed to come.
Right, I was supposed to come, but I'm not. I can't come this time.
Bro, there's a fire there. Get out, bro.
What?
Here's the deal. You come, and while you're here, we go hike Mount Talac. We go peak on mushrooms on the peak of Mount Talac. We go overlook Tahoe. It's magical there, dude. There's a crazy spot there. There's a crazy spot there where in the ground someone like painted the Om symbol, like the Hindu Om. So the Om. So that's a symbol. It's like a writing symbol in Hindu language, and that is the same sound.
What are you doing? Get out of there.
That's the same sound in Hinduism that the creator god Krishna used to speak the world and reality into existence, which is crazy. Like in multiple different cultures and religious texts, the creator God always used sound to speak everything in reality into existence. In the Bible, it's the Lord said,
"Let there be light."
There was sound before light. There was sound going on before there was magnetism.
So there was already a
Same thing in
physical
Hinduism
substance.
too.
Because sound only travels through physical substance. There's no sound in space. The absence of substance prevents the lack of sound. So that's what they're saying. There was something there before, and it was spoken into existence. So there's something already there, and it spoke it. Let there be light. Boom, light everywhere. So you know what I'm saying? That could be the Big Bang. Boom, like from this small place where there is something saying, "Let there be light."
Yeah, I just find it interesting that there's in the largest religions in the world, like and different cultures, like they say a lot of the same thing a lot of the times, like big ass flood. Big ass flood. The creator, like at the very basis of like creation, it's like something sound related. And then you see like these weird sound that we did the episode on resonances, and we see all these sound resonances and these spikes of energy that happen when you hit that resonant frequency. And it's interesting. It's very interesting.
It is. But that stuff, frequencies, don't exist without something. So there has to be something, there already. So what is that something? And that is still a question in all of these religions. It doesn't matter what religion is.
Check this out. Right? There's nothing there. But with Einstein's equation, E equals mc squared, he gives you the mathematical formula where it shows that energy and matter, you can convert energy to matter and matter to energy, right?
Well, they call it mass, but yes, matter.
Right. Yeah. So what if you had that energy spike, that resonant frequency energy spike, it hits a certain energy level because it hit the perfect resonance, and then bam, there's that creation of matter. So there is something there. There's that energy. I don't know how to explain it any better than that.
Well, it's called condensation. So it would be like a similar phenomenon to condensation, where water is pulled out of the air, literally, like moisture out of the air, something you can't see to something you can. And so it's where that is a part of the inflationary model. And the inflationary model is not, it's really being tested right now. It's like, honestly, now, bro, versus like 10 years ago when I was 18, 19, like first reading all this shit and like trying to major in physics before I realized I couldn't do the math and like all that shit. It was like, I was reading this shit and I was like, dude, we almost got it figured out. We almost got this. Like we are almost there. And it's like, as we go farther, it's like, dude, the inflationary model, which I thought at least, which was the coolest shit, which I read when I was 11 years old, bro, at the Roseville Public Library. I went and got a book and I kept it. I stole it. I never gave it back. I stole that book and it was on my grandma's card. And she, R.I.P. Grandma, love you. She is long dead and gone. But I stole that book and she rented it for me and she had to pay the library for it because I stole it. And I said I didn't have it. I stole it. I took it. And the foreword of this book said, I might still have it, dude. I probably still have it. I will look for it. But it's about this dude. He is an astrophysicist. And he starts talking about breaking it down. He said, this is how the universe starts. The only other thing that I had read that said this is how the universe starts was the Bible. That was the only other thing that I had read like this. And so this guy started off this book with, this is how the universe starts. Boom. Read it. Explained it. Walked through it. Boom. And it's like, okay, this is reasonable. And that included inflation. He was talking about inflation. Like, and I was reading as an 11-year-old, the idea of like physical matter expanding and becoming hotter than what conventional like limitations would allow for. And it's like talking about just a thing that is reality, but it's not. It's not anymore. It's like I had read about dinosaurs before, things that existed and then are dead. But I had never thought about something that physically existed in terms of like reality that didn't exist before, because the only other reality that I had read was from the Bible, which is how it was created. You know what I'm saying? And so this broke my brain at like 11, 12 years old, however old I was. And it was just like after that, and actually it was kind of like I was prefaced with it. My uncle had, when I was in fourth grade. How old are you in fourth grade?
I was not.
You were 9?
Yeah.
So when I was in fourth grade, my uncle calculated the size of the universe with me. He said, if we allow for this much time to go off at this expansion rate, which did not include inflation. And this is where I got fucked up as a 12-year-old, because I was like, everything else was like explained to me as one continuous event, right? So, because my uncle he went to Notre Dame. That's a fucking Catholic school, and he majored in geology, but he also taught astronomy, and he knows a lot about physics. But he calculated the size of the universe with me in fourth grade. He was like, it's this big, 13.2 billion years or whatever the number was back then, which keeps getting changed. And he was like, it's this big. And I was like, damn, it's that big? That's big as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, had no clue what that meant. But, and at the same time, he taught me how to play chess. Every time he would come out, he would play chess. He was the only one that ever played chess with me. And he taught me how to play chess.
Well, I can show you this quote from today about chess. Can I read it real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It is, it's over here. Hold on. In chess, this is this was an Andrew Tate thing. It was in regards to having like your partner with you to build something in life, right?
Yeah.
The queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. Her primary role is to work alongside your rooks, knights, and bishops, in parentheses, friends and brothers, to ensure dominance in the game of life for the king. But there is no light without dark. She is powerful, but she is also a target. For any man who aspires to become a name in this world, you will have enemies. They will attack from every angle. Police will sit her down and tell her about you cheating to try and make her roll. Game over. Gangsters will want to kidnap her for ransom. Game over. Your enemies will watch her Instagram stories to see where you are. She's just having fun. Game over. You're dead. The woman you call your own is the most important decision you can make in life as a man. A well-positioned queen owns the board, and the king enjoys endless conquest. A badly positioned queen will lead to death or forever ridicule for the rest of your human years. Make sure you choose wisely.
Yeah, man. Because the player is the king. The player is the king. And as a king, you're weighed down by the obligations of life and love and family and everything that's important to you. And you can only make one step at a time. You can't take 2 steps. You have to take 1 step at a time. And as a queen, you want someone as a player. As a player, you're going to want a queen that can move around and be versatile and do this and that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of cover everything that you can't, because you are busy protecting everything that is. And you want a woman that's going to do everything you can't. So you got to find the opposite of you. And you got to find the one that can do everything that you're not doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you can, which is crazy and hard, but it's going to, you know, I think opposites attract for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. It's like, dude, to be honest, I want a fucking fairy witch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like forest dweller. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a logical science guy.
I want a hippie.
But
Stay away from them, bro. Stay away from them.
No. I think I would do great with one, bro, at this point in my life. Because like before, yeah, fuck that shit. Like I wanted a fucking, you know what I'm saying, straight shooter. I wanted a fucking teacher
Oh,
girl.
so you're switching it up now.
I'm switching it up, man.
Okay.
Saying like, fuck it. I want the crystal girl. Give me the crystal girl right now. I want the crystals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll fucking learn all about it. I will fucking tell me about Aquarius, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it. Like, I want you to have interests. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, don't be boring.
That's all I want, bro, because
Don't cry all the time. Smile. Don't be boring. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. But it seems like 90% of these chicks out here be crying all the time. They're fucking meds. Okay. They don't have hobbies. What's their hobby? Their hobby is fucking TikTok. Netflix and TikTok. Bro, get a fucking hobby, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to go shed hunting right now. What are you doing? Like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hunting?
Yes, this is the time of year to see where they're about to be. You can go.
Shed? What's a shed?
Yes, you can go hunt sheds, and you can see, because this is like preempt November. Like, I think youth bow season starts in like 3 weeks.
What's a shed?
Deer shed, elk shed, antlers.
Oh, okay.
Antlers. So
Okay.
like you can scope out areas, and
This opened up last weekend here for archery.
What is it?
The deer season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last weekend was opening day for archery. I didn't go. I don't have my hunting license right now. I've been busy. I've been so busy, dude. I just can't, dude. Life of the king, dude. You don't stop being busy.
Yeah, I did. You got the high vis hat on. Of course, you're busy.
Side note, dude. I just got 20 pounds of grass-fed beef liver.
Oh yes, sir. How is that?
It's good. Strong.
It's good.
Oh, strong, dude. You know how you say, okay, so tribal fitness segment, they say like you are what you eat, right? If you want to be a predator, eat like a predator. Okay.
Yeah.
What do predators eat in the wild? Like the wolves, they get their kill. The lions, they get their kill. What do they all go?
Organs.
They go straight to the liver. They go straight for the organs. What do like those tribal cultures do? They get the kill. They go for the organs right away because it's the most nutrient dense, dude. So I've been eating more liver than I've ever had. Like I've eaten liver in the past. I would have it like here and there. I would have it the day before a big like workout day or whatever, but it wasn't consistent. I've been eating like liver consistent, like multiple times a week. And dude, like my vitality as an animal, not when I say vitality, not like my sexual vitality, just my my natural energy and output and like for life is at like an all-time high right now. But it's also like, I drank 2 Coors Lights just now, but like I also cut out like drinking like hard alcohol. Don't do that. Cut out caffeine, all stimulants, no caffeine, no energy drinks. No, actually today was the first day in almost a month that I had caffeine. I had caffeine. I got to work and I just crushed 2 Celsiuses back to back.
So I do be drinking caffeine, but this shot that I took earlier was from Monday. That was a shift drink. And all these beers are from last week. It's like, I haven't drank since last Saturday. I'll
drink for the pod.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll drink for the pod, but that's about it.
So I've been eating liver and like consistently more than I ever have in my life. And dude, I just feel like just strong, dude. My body, like I'll go through the most like grueling workout. I'll go run like barefoot, like 4 miles and then go to the gym. And then I'll do 100 burpees with a 45-pound bar. I'll do the burpee and then push the bar above my head like 100 times. Just bam, do as hard as fuck. And then in between those sets that I'm doing, I'll do like tuck jumps where I just jumping knees as high as I can. Just hitting the bag, bro. I'll go do the most grueling workouts. And then my recovery has never been better, dude. So when I say vitality, like I'll walk through life now and I'll just be like, I'll fucking bite somebody, bro. I'll fucking bite.
Oh shit! He's going for the organs.
Like, yeah, dude. It's something primal about just eating the organs, and it turns you into a different animal, bro. It turns you into something else, bro. But okay, I'm not like going out of my way to bite somebody unless she asks for it. Okay, but I'm just saying, like, it's like it has kicked me into another gear of like natural state of energy and vibration that, like, I wouldn't, it's noticeable, and I wouldn't be talking about it if it didn't like have a noticeable difference in my life. You know, I wouldn't be telling you about it now, you know?
You see how dark it is here already?
Yeah.
I have no lights on and it's getting dark, dude. This time of year, dude, it's getting darker. I'm going to be fucking in the dark running my generator here soon. And I'm fucking pissed about it. Okay. I'm like, dude, I need more time in summer. I'm used to more light. And I'm already like, what the fuck time is it? And I got to turn my lights on.
Dude, it's almost September already.
What the fuck is that about? It's bullshit. It's bullshikey. I think that was a great segment on the conventional history of Egypt. That was great. I don't think we've done the conventional history. We've done the other ideas, but I like that you covered the conventional part.
We've done alternative history. Yeah.
I like it.
So
all right. Well, shit. What are we thinking?
I got stuff to do. Basics out.
Basics out to the basic bitches.
What up, you basic bitches? We out this biatch. I gotta talk after the pod, though. I gotta talk to you after the pod.
All right, I'll call you right now. Peace.